Hi everyone, welcome to the weekly Helm developer meeting. Today is June 6th, 2024. This is Karen. I am going to be moderating. Actually, George is not on the call right now. Is there someone available to help do notes?
This is Robert. I can do that.
Great, thank you, Robert. Let me just change that in the notes, I guess. Okay. All right, so let's get started. Don't think there are any announcement items today. If anyone thinks of something, feel free to add it. We can always go back to it. So we can go ahead and start with discussion items. Evans, you have the first one. It's for PR 12769. You have the floor.
Oh, thank you, Karen. This is more of a question on the ask that that PR comment has. I think Andrew is the one who raised it. OCI support for the flags in question, and just wondering whether there is any objection in sort of doing a larger piece of work to add that support before I progress with the PR.
So my comment was specifically, we need to, if you're going to add it, just add additional flags for all the commands. And that's just going to be adding it for
prepare and
package dependency.
Yeah, packaging, yes.
Yes, that's really it. It's just making sure we at least have coverage for those. I am working on another PR independent to this, which will add the ability to manage certificates. Because right now you cannot customize certificates with OCI and packaging dependency. The implementation's done. I'm just going to see if I can add some tests. Otherwise, I'll submit it and get that going. But that's working well. And that once again will only support just the registries. Does not include the traditional Helm repositories. They have their own key management. But yeah, if you want to it should be a fairly easy addition. It's just a couple additional flags that you just pass down.
Okay. I was under the impression that it's a larger piece of work.
All right. No, it's literally just going ahead and just exposing those options and then just passing them in.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, nice and easy for you. Once again, should not be a large issue.
Brilliant. Okay, I'll work on that. Thanks.
Yep.
Also on the change that you were saying, is there an issue for that? Because that's sort of an interesting area. The change on
the TLS one.
Yeah.
There is. I commented on it. If I can find it during the meeting, I'll post it into the notes. Otherwise, we'll just go from there. But there definitely is an issue.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay. You're good? Okay, great. All right, so we don't have any other discussion items, so we can go ahead and move into HIP review. Michael, would you like to talk more about adding the HIP for running hooks in parallel? It's PR 349.
Yeah, so this HIP relates to a PR that was open some time ago and running hooks in parallel, and there was a comment in the PR, I think by George, if memory serves me, that HIP might be useful here to discuss the design before we progress to the PR. So that PR has stalled since then. That was sometime last year, but I'd like to get it going again because there's some real savings to be made in terms of install times and so on by running them in parallel. So I've created this HIP to try and progress it. I've described in the HIP what I think the design could be, but I've also attempted to list in the open questions section what I think the discussion points could be on that. So if anyone has time to have a look and provide any feedback, then that would be greatly appreciated.
All right. Don't know that anyone necessarily volunteered. If not, I would maybe bring this up again next week. Okay, I guess next HIP review topic is back to Evans. Yeah, Evans, would you like to share more about 301?
Yeah, thanks again, Karen. This is more of a nudge that HIP has. I brought it up last week or 2 weeks ago, or last week and 2 weeks ago. It's been reviewed. It looks good. All comments have been addressed. I didn't raise a HIP. It was raised a while back, but it's an area of interest. So just nudging again, one of the commentators to take a look at it. I believe you need, last I checked from Matt, in the last dev meeting call, it needed 2 core maintainers to approve a HIP for it to be merged. So yeah, so it's just a nudge to see whether we can get that merged. Yep, that's me.
Andy, are you a core maintainer?
Sorry?
Oh, I asked Andy if he was a core maintainer or if we need to surface this again next week when we have more core maintainers in the call. Yeah. All right. Any other topics? I don't think we have anything for shout outs. If anyone has any social media amplification, please
I have
go.
one.
Oh,
I have actually one.
okay.
I put a blog together. Do you mind if I share my screen?
Yeah, can you do that? Do I need to give you permissions?
I think it's giving me access, so let me give
Okay,
it a
go
try.
for it.
All right, let me know if you can see my screen.
Yep.
Cool. I put together an interesting article about potentially serving Helm charts that are stored in OCI registries, but exposing them through traditional chart repositories. One of the challenges when moving over to OCI is it's very difficult to search for charts in a similar fashion as OCI as traditional Helm chart repositories are. What you can do is you can act and learn this the hard way or interesting way. You can actually expose, of course, you can actually expose the tradition. You basically set up a chart repository like you always do, but just change the URLs field. So if you look here, here's an example URLs field. This is where your chart typically will reside. If you go in and just swap it over to using the OCI reference, it will retrieve it natively. And you can go ahead and search and install and template just like you would a normal chart repository, but it actually pulls it from OCI. Nice little hack, honestly, until the OCI space gets a little more mature in terms of searching and organizing content. But this kind of provides an opportunity for those who are just getting themselves into OCI as part of that migration process to still leverage the same way you're doing things now, but just be able to take advantage of actually storing and retrieving the content from OCI. I'll put this into chat for everyone to take a look at. And comments, amplification, etc. Definitely welcome.
Well, I did retweet this from the Helm account. So if you, I guess, do another push for it, just let me know and I can help amplify as well. Did you drop this in like the Helm channels on the CNCF Slack as well?
I will do that today.
Cool. Okay. Actually, I'm going to follow up on this topic and ask. I know you were working on like a Helm 4 blog post. Do you have a timeline
So
on that?
So that is also ready to go. I think the last thing is that Scott needed to add one last thing. So we are, as many of you know, really doing the amplification of Helm 4. It's coming, we promise. Let's do drive.google.com. Let's go ahead and open this up. Hello. you go. Basically, it's talking about Helm and where it's headed to, as well as some of the efforts that we've done thus far at KubeCon EU a few months back, and where we're looking to go, most importantly, how you all can get involved as community members, because we need your input, your feedback, your contributions to make Helm 4 a reality. So we'll be looking to stand up meetings moving forward at fixed times. We have a little bit of an internal one right now that's somewhat late for those in the EMEA. So we probably will look to potentially pivot that a little earlier in the EMEA day. So it's not a horrible time of 7 p.m. over there. So look for that coming down the pike. And definitely, if you have any interest in any ideas for Helm 4, definitely use the Helm dev channel as a starting point for that. And we'll be looking to collect a lot of the feedback moving forward. That's all I got.
So, is that public or is it?
It will be posted to the Helm blog imminently. As I won't give it time, but we'll get it out there soon.
Cool, thanks.
All right. Well, sounds like that's mostly it for the day. Can we do assignments for the next call? I might not be around next week, so we're looking for a moderator, a note taker, issue triage, and peer review.
I can moderate if you'd like.
Yes, that would be great. Thank you. All right. If we don't have any volunteers, we'll just play it by ear next week. If I'm around, I can help do notes, but I'm not sure if I will be. All right. If that's it, we can finish up the meeting and get back 13 minutes. Any last minute items?
Nope.
Okay, cool. All right. Thanks, everyone. See
Cheers
you
all.
soon. Bye.